In the annals of aviation history, few stories are as gripping, as chilling, and as ultimately inspiring as the mystery of Flight 571. This is a tale that begins in the early 70s, when a Uruguay Air Force plane, known as Flight 571, was chartered for a journey that was meant to be routine. The aircraft took off on a sunny day, buzzing with excitement and filled with 45 passengers, mostly members of a Uruguayan rugby team, along with their families and friends. Their destination? The vibrant city of Santiago, Chile, where they were to play a match. Little did they know their journey would take a turn far removed from what they had envisioned. At the heart of this narrative, there is a chilling twist. The plane, intended to glide smoothly over the majestic Andes, instead found itself in the midst of a ferocious snowstorm. In the blink of an eye, the aircraft was thrust into a situation that no one on board could have possibly prepared for. The plane crashed in the snow-clad peaks of the Andes, disappearing from the radar and leaving the world to wonder what had become of Flight 571. The passengers, a mix of young men in the prime of their lives, their coaches, and a handful of supporters, all found themselves thrust into an unexpected survival saga in one of the most inhospitable terrains on Earth. The story of their courage, their resilience, and their fight to stay alive in the face of insurmountable odds is what makes the mystery of Flight 571 a tale that continues to captivate the world. A routine flight turned disastrous, and thus began the saga of survival, resilience, and a mystery that still captures minds today. As we delve deeper into this story, we will unravel the circumstances that led to the crash, the miraculous survival of the passengers, the shocking aftermath, and the legacy that Flight 571 left behind. The crash was only the beginning. Stranded in the Andes, the survivors faced an even more daunting challenge: survival. In the blink of an eye, what was supposed to be an ordinary flight transformed into a chilling fight for life. The wreckage of Flight 571 served as a grim reminder of their dire situation. Isolated in the unforgiving terrain of the Andes, they found themselves in a landscape devoid of comfort, stripped of hope. They were stranded in a world that was as beautiful as it was deadly, where survival was not just about enduring the cold, but about facing the chilling reality of their predicament. Their initial attempts to preserve life were desperate yet essential. The wreckage was scoured for supplies, anything that could give them a fighting chance. In a place where the biting cold was an ever-present threat, warmth became a precious commodity. They huddled together, shared body heat, and used the remnants of the plane to shelter themselves from the relentless wind. But as the hours turned into days, it was clear that their fight was far from over. Faced with the harsh conditions, they knew they had to signal for help. They ignited pieces of the wreckage, hoping that the billowing smoke would catch the attention of a passing plane. They scratched giant SOS signs into the snow, a desperate plea to the world beyond the mountains. But despite their efforts, their cries for help echoed unanswered in the vast emptiness of the Andes. As the days passed, the situation grew more dire. Food and water supplies dwindled, and with each passing day, the reality of their circumstances began to sink in. The survivors were faced with a grim question: how much longer could they hold on? Yet amidst the despair, a flicker of hope remained. The human spirit, it seemed, was unyielding. They rallied together, determined to survive, to keep the flame of hope alive. It was a testament to their courage, their willpower, their refusal to surrender to the odds. In the face of adversity, the human spirit proved resilient, but as days turned into weeks, the survivors were confronted with a horrifying reality. The miracle of the Andes is a testament to human will, perseverance, and the instinctive desire to survive against all odds. Following the catastrophic crash of Flight 571, the survivors were left stranded in the harsh, unforgiving landscape of the Andes Mountains. With limited resources and temperatures dipping below freezing, they faced an uphill battle for survival. The biting cold, the thin air, and the gnawing hunger, every element seemed to conspire against them. But the human spirit, it appears, is tougher than the harshest conditions nature can conjure. Their food supplies dwindled rapidly, and the survivors found themselves on the brink of starvation. In this desperate situation, they faced a moral quandary of monumental proportions. How far would they go to survive? The answer, it turned out, was a testament to the raw, primal instinct to live. The decision to resort to cannibalism was not made lightly. It was a choice born of desperation, of survival instinct overriding societal norms. They did what they had to stay alive. It's a decision that still sparks debate today, but one can only marvel at their will to live, their determination to not let the Andes become their icy tomb. Throughout this ordeal, hope remained their steadfast companion. They fashioned makeshift shelters, rationed their food, and even listened to the radio for news of their rescue. The survivors never lost their determination. They clung to life with a tenacity that is nothing short of awe-inspiring. In the face of the unimaginable, they rallied together, their collective will becoming their most potent weapon against the crushing despair. Each day was a testament to their unwavering resolve, each night a silent prayer for rescue. Faced with an unthinkable decision, the survivors chose life, but their ordeal was far from over. Rescue came, but it brought with it a new set of trials. The world was about to learn about the shocking aftermath of Flight 571. When the survivors of Flight 571 were finally found, they were greeted not just by the relief of their families, but by the glare of the worldwide media. The story of their survival was splashed across newspapers and broadcast on every television screen. Yet amid the sensational headlines, a darker truth emerged. In order to survive, the passengers had resorted to cannibalism, consuming the bodies of their fallen companions. This revelation sent shockwaves through the public, and the survivors found themselves in a media storm. They were hailed as heroes, yet also faced with a backlash of judgment and suspicion. Some were unable to handle the scrutiny and retreated from the public eye, while others used this platform to share their story and advocate for change in aviation safety. But the media frenzy was just the beginning. The survivors of Flight 571 had to grapple with the psychological trauma of their ordeal. They had survived the unthinkable, and now they had to live with the memories. Post-traumatic stress disorder, survivor's guilt, nightmares, and flashbacks were common among the group. They had been through a shared experience that no one else could fully understand, and this bond became their source of strength and healing. Over time, they learned to cope with their trauma. They sought therapy, leaned on each other for support, and found solace in sharing their stories. Some even found a sense of purpose in their survival, dedicating their lives to helping others who had experienced similar traumas. In the face of unimaginable adversity, the survivors of Flight 571 showed a remarkable resilience. Their story is not just one of survival, but of the human capacity to adapt, overcome, and find hope in the darkest of circumstances. Surviving the crash was a miracle, but living with its aftermath became a lifelong journey. The mystery of Flight 571 is more than a story of survival. It's a testament to the indomitable human spirit. This saga has left an enduring legacy, sparking a multitude of books and movies, igniting conversations about survival, ethics, and the extent of human endurance. The passengers of Flight 571, thrust into a situation of life and death, exemplified the utmost courage and resilience, forever etching their story into the annals of history. Their experience, while harrowing, has served as an inspirational beacon, a testament to the power of hope and determination against insurmountable odds. It's a narrative that has led to profound discussions about the essence of humanity, the boundaries of our moral compass, and the lengths we may go to survive. This is the legacy of Flight 571, a tale that continues to resonate and inspire, long after the initial event. Flight 571, a mystery that transcends time, reminding us of our capacity to survive, and the power of hope against all odds.